Hello and welcome to this full moon energetic update under the full moon of November 2025. Let's open the energy and we will do a 2-trail energy work today. So we will have at the same time the opening of the gate of love and light, where we will hold the people and the places that we would like to provide with the love and light. And then they will receive how they will receive. It's up to them and their system, their fields. There will never be an intrusion, only a support. So that's what we are gathering around here. It's opening, and at the same time we will open the energy work for Earth people, the mutual field of Earth people. Breathe. Slow, deep. And I'll just try to find here to provide the link, as it seems it's not shared so much. So perhaps you'll find me as I'm sharing the link. I have my YouTube channel, The Word of Consciousness. I have my Facebook page, my Helene, Shaman of the New Era. And then I have a small group, Spiritual Events, Courses and Healing by Modern Shaman, my Helene. So I'll just share it here. And then because my English engagements is not so broad yet, or perhaps it's just as broad as it should be, but I will put up the link on my Danish Facebook page as well, just to gather the support. And then tomorrow, the 6th of November, we will have the Danish full moon energy work. Yes. So hello there. If you would like to participate as an energy worker, the health field will ensure that we participate the way that makes sense to you, to the work, to everything, in the best way that can be. So just with your intention, you will enter this mutual energy workspace and will be placed the best way. Perhaps you can sense it. And you can participate as long as this video, the replay, is available as well. Breathe. And now it opens. It has been an extraordinary state of being, an extraordinary state of consciousness these days, as we are evolving into the 1111 gate, where we will have the awakening of the prophecies. A lot of prophecies have been foreseen, or as I see prophecies, they are created by potentials and choices. So many choices is made, and these choices create the prophecies. Most of these choices is created in the consciousness levels, different consciousness levels. Breathe. Energy provides and unites. As this 1111 gate is special, and all people's connections will reestablish. Not only because it says that date, it's more because a lot of people relate to this date and that we are aligned and in a role of a sudden evolution in a consciousness where we are catching up with what's left to fulfill. The karmic burden will be released on this day, and we will pre-enter the release for each and every one of us and in our mutuality as well. So let's support this with our intention. Nobody is better to be you than you. Nobody is better to be anybody than anybody. This is a flare to our mutual creation, that a part of us is told that we are not enough. A part of us is told that no matter what we will reach to, no matter what we will perceive, it will never be enough. Somebody else will be better. But this is a flare, this is not reality. This is a disturbed reality. And we have a possibility to release this disturbed reality with our intention. Maybe you have had these revelations for years and have been one of those who have created so much work, have struggled and participated in marching into this work of establishing consciousness, and have been a huge force to create the possibilities that we are entering now. A lot of you who have been here for so long have been in the struggle, in the force of the creation, for so long that it kind of established a pre-revelation. So your consciousness foresee what will come, and that it will be something like what was. And as we are into the role of the new creation, the sudden evolution, then that can be the break. That can be the distortion, that it will not destroy anything, but it will give you a strange relief and release, more difficult to recognize, more difficult to acknowledge. By this support that we deliver to the field of consciousness, the void of consciousness, by being here, we will be supported by ourselves, by the part of us that knows that we are enough. And maybe we have to do something else. But if we expect us to be enough and expect us to be able and capable, then whatever is coming our way, we will meet it forefront with all we are. So let's gather around this this mutual perception, open to the newer version of reception, and allow it to follow us into this mutuality and the 13-dimensional accessibility. In the 13th dimensional accessibility, your eternal soul that is love, your pure wisdom, supports you into the receive of presence and all the data it brings you, and to open the creator part of you, to create your reality, not by expectations, but by revelations. Breathe, soft, deep. A lot of thankfulness is given, a lot of blessings is given to all the ones that have been here and provided this possibility by their work, by their path, their adventures. And I'm not so knowing about these peoples. I know a little bit about the different cultures, the different ways. Met some here and there who have given me the amazing life-changing experiences about these meetings where you have soul meetings, where you exchange and recognize each other with such a huge support. And one of the names I could bring you here is Jeanette Crowley, who I see as the ongoing working force, creating the accessibility for these 13th dimensional activities that opens to every energy workers in these years. Breathe. Slow, deep. And if you are imagining that every soul present here through an incarnation have a part of their consciousness that is pure existence, and the pure existence deliver the connections. Until now we have only been available to our own connection, and our own connection has only been available to us. But through the 11th gate 2025, the mutuality captivation, where we can hold and receive for each other, opens. It's like if you have seen gates as being vertical, this is like horizontal gates. Let's pre-open the horizontal gates because they are inviting us, and experience here where we are, how it supports us into our unified field with soul, dignity, and love and compassion. And this unified field is, you could call it the non-expecting field, and that provide us with a connection where we support each other without struggles, without competition. Breathe, slow, deep. Allow the support, the shift to be present, and allow yourself to be nothing than expecting without expecting. and see what happens. And as we are gathering around this entrance, we will be like a spark in the nothingness, creates an invitation for all of the sparks to activate, to ignite, because it's time. Disconnected expressions that we are allowed to represent in this meeting, in this gathering, together with all other consciousness created by people, in the exact level where we are awake. And there's so many definitions about being awake. But this being awake, we are talking about here, is the state of consciousness when you recognize yourself in every other people and they recognize themselves in you. So anywhere where you will not be able to recognize yourself in another person, in that glimpse, in that part of the reality, you will be sleeping. Only in the recognition, the reckoning will open and you will be able to purely, in this compassion and clarity about unified dignity and presence, activating both in short term and long term our ability to recognize a possibility to create the change that carries in the availability and choices that makes changes that make sense. Sensibility and sensibility will merge and gives us a higher and deeper version and a multi-dimensional capacity to contain what makes sense and what doesn't make sense yet at the same time. Creating a new source of force. And the source of force is searching what makes sense. Driving forces, creating long-term stability and long-term creation that creates a sustainable reality. Often if we are talking about sustainability, it's something about what you can measure. It's things. It's related to things you can use. But the sustainability here is consciousness sustainability. It's sensibility sustainability, what making sense. And if it's sustainability in reality makes sense, then it will be the new foundation for what will make sense in the future to come. If it's long-term sustainable for your consciousness and your hope and your driving forces carried in by what makes sense, then it creates a completely new scene of mutual capacity to contain each other's possibilities to making sense. And I know we are not there yet, not at all. But the prophecy says that within a really short span of time, there's a possibility for this to suddenly be as a consciousness going viral, you could say, like making sense going viral, like containing what makes sense and not make sense at the same time, to create the view, the perspective that shows you what could make more sense than less. This containment of consciousness is foreseen to create a new prophecy for a mutual reality. And if this is awakening within each and every body of us, then we will suddenly be the creator of the new reality. In the energy work here, we are, by entering these horizontal gates, supporting the ignition, the timing that goes beyond anything that we can comprehend, anything that we can understand. So let's allow it to be a mystery. Let's allow it to be something beyond. And be here where we are in our reality and allow it to represent itself with small synchronicities and huge changes in our inner reality that we know of, even though we can't express it or communicate about it. It will still be so excessive within that we are sure and ensured. And perhaps we will meet someone and more who have kind of the same experiences, so we can support each other into this shift into the new reality, even though we can't comprehend, we can't understand, and we can't express it, we can't communicate about it. But there will be some levels where we will recognize it together and recognize ourselves within each other the best way. And when we are meeting people and we can't contain, we can recognize them, we will know this is where our edge will go. This is the line where we will, within the threshold line, we will know that here I am awake, here I am the creator of my reality. But when I'm not available to recognize myself in what comes by and who comes by, then that's my level, that's my threshold line. Beyond that line, I'm not the creator of myself or my reality. There I will be something else, something that's created by expectations, both in fear and in compassion. The expectational consciousness is always carrying in the expectations as the foundations and will recreate what we already understand, what we already know. As we are in this shift, nobody will be able to contain it all. But in the levels where we reach each other and the part of our consciousness and our connections that recognize each other in fulfillment, in that level we will support each other and be able to carry each in our part. And by that connection, perhaps we will not only restore but recreate a mutual consciousness that perhaps can contain the universe level of consciousness and be the gathering point of the libraries from a different incarnational programs across the universe. the energy shifts from the more channeled state. I know I'm not always seems like channeling, but most of the times when I'm in these gatherings, these webinars, I'm mostly channeling, but I'm releasing a little bit of the channeling to be able to hold the field as an energy to a larger extent and support each and every one of us to step in our own completeness and the mutual completeness at the same time, meeting each other in this connection where we will recognize ourselves in each other, in our small group here, and now into the connection with all the groups here, all the groups in the planetary level, all the 8 Earths in our mutual incarnational program connects the 11th and will in the center point of the universe, we'll create the light earth, and the light earth will create the consciousness that merge and exist when we support each other with no regrets and no resistance. So we support here the pre-recognition, as it will open the 11th of 11. I'm not sure yet if I will be online with the ceremony, the 11/11. I will for sure engage in the energy work, but the guiding that I'm working under is really short term in these days. So I will only know at the day. So if I'm asked to deliver an online work, I will do it, but it will be like a pop-up energy work, a pop-up gathering here. So look out for it if you like to meet. The part of you that know of this stabilizes. And now in this glimpse of our reality where we participate, the horizontal and the vertical gates opens at the same time, and in special areas all over the globe, these gates are so prepared. And perhaps when you reach the 12/12 and the 21st of the 12th of December, the 21st of December, if these horizontal and vertical gates completely establish the new golden network of consciousness, creating the mutual light earth in the center of the universe, then we will create the prophecies, the new prophecies, at the 21st of December 2025. For each and every one of us, the clarity, the shift into a more wise state, a more peaceful state, a more healthy state comes by itself. So without struggle, it will be a simple shift. All the fairy tales, all the adventures happens in the energy. And only after the 21st of December, we will see how fast our full reality will merge and recreate the making sense consciousness, the making sense reality. Let's see about it. We are here right now. moving so fast, not forward, but inward. And yeah, no words actually express. So with this small gathering, this small energy work, we are landing here. Any questions, any sharings, put them in the comments, and I will try to meet it in the energy and with the visions, the channel capacity, both here and now. And if you come by using the replay, yeah, I will look out for your questions and your sharings. Let's see with the links. I think we're fine. Thank you so much for this meeting across time and space and the energy in these mystery times of changes into capacities and prophecies that we can comprehend, so they show themselves in odd and strange ways. But we are here and we are so prepared and we are so supported. And some of the prophecies that are prepared to be created, they will give us a much deeper connection, each and every one of us recognizing the support. I hope for the best for each and every one of you, for all of us, in every way. Thank you for this meeting today.